You're listening to the Industry Alchemist podcast. The definition of alchemy is a seemingly magical process of transformation or creation. This podcast exists to hear the stories of entrepreneurs, business owners, and leaders doing just that in their industry. We hear about the journey of the brave souls carving a new path, moving their industry and our lives forward in a seemingly magical way. This episode is brought to you by OfficeChief.com. Office Chief exists to make moving your office easy and painless. Moving an office can be a big hassle. On top of running your company, you're thrown into having to figure out what to do. Hire space planners, furniture companies, movers, IT consultants, the list goes on. It only takes 2 minutes to create a profile, and Office Chief gives you a step-by-step action plan and connects you with the top vendors in your market. Moving your office? Log on to OfficeChief.com and make it easy. I'm your host, Matt Brower, co-founder and managing broker of Column Commercial Partners, helping companies save money on their real estate. I'm also founder and CEO of OfficeChief.com, an online resource for businesses moving their office or updating their space.
Hey guys, welcome to the Industry Alchemist podcast. I'm your host, Matt Brower. This episode's guest went to school in North Carolina, got her business degree from Elon University, and worked in the IT services industry for quite a few years. After learning that industry and gaining that experience, she decided to move to Denver in 2017 to start her current company, Point Solutions Group, which is also an IT services company. She's going to tell us more about that. Aside from that, she also runs an investment portfolio that invests in other women-owned businesses. And I just learned that she's also starting a software company. Can't wait to hear more about that. She's quickly, since 2017, she's quickly become very well known in Denver's business community because she's involved in so much, and she has achieved incredible growth, all while raising her 2 kiddos, Rhett and Haven, with her wife, Lizzie. Excited to have this conversation with you. So thanks for being here, Paige Goss.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I'm excited.
Yeah. So you have always been a person. So I must have met you. I think I did meet you shortly after you moved to Denver.
Yeah, probably, 3.5 years ago or so.
Yeah, and you've always been a person that has tons of energy. I love just being in your presence because it's so your energy lifts everyone else's energy up. So I don't know if you know that about yourself, but.
Thanks. I appreciate it. It's one of the things that I think has allowed me to sustain the craziness of my life right now. And, you know, I want people to feel good when we're talking and when we're working together. So yeah. I think it just comes natural. At some point, right, it will go away. But until it does, I'm just going to keep riding it.
You're cranking. Yeah, that's cool. No, and so it probably, like you said, has a lot to do with how much success you have achieved with Point Solutions Group. Let's dive into, just real quick, just explain what you do with Point Solutions Group. I know that you're maybe a little different than a typical managed services IT company. Do you want to describe kind of what you guys, is it more project-based or, I love the description on LinkedIn. You basically employ a bunch of freakishly smart people to help other companies with problems.
Yeah, we're badasses. Basically, when everybody else fails, call us. Yeah. So we're a technology and engineering professional services company. Most of our work is project-based. Could be a 6-week project all the way to a multi-year project. Most of the work is focused in infrastructure and security. So we do a lot of transitions from on-prem systems to cloud systems. We do a lot of work in governance, risk, and compliance, and obviously there's a ton of on-set work that comes from most of those compliance initiatives. And then, we have a part of our business is in the federal government. So we work defense and intelligence agencies, and we similar work in that it's systems engineering, development, integration type of work. And it's been a lot of fun. It's been crazy. The last 4 years, I think I've blinked and they've been gone. My kids are about to go to preschool, which is shocking. But we're having a lot of fun. And the Denver community, I have to say, has been just absolutely amazing. Looking back, I don't think there's any way I could have moved here and launched a business without knowing a person if it wasn't Denver.
How did you decide on Denver?
I had looked at buying a company here previously. So one of the big initiatives with the prior company I was with for a very long time was to take advantage of the women-owned small business status and try to expand contracts in the commercial sector as well as in the federal sector. And the deal ultimately fell through. So I asked my wife, what do we have to lose? And she said, everything, and we'll rebuild. And so off we went.
Oh my God.
Sold a house, bought a house, and moved across the country.
Total partner willing to dive in.
Just as absolutely willing to be like, okay, whatever, we'll figure it out.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, yeah, it was amazing. Oh, and we found out that she was pregnant with twins the day before we moved out here.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was wild. My parents thought I was absolutely losing it, which I probably was.
Yeah. Hey, if we can all be like toe the line of crazy all the time, I think that's where life happens.
Agree. I tell
At least
everybody.
for me, anyway.
Absolutely. At the edge of your comfort zone. If
Totally.
you're comfortable, no, we are not doing cool stuff.
That sounds
Like we're
boring.
not having fun.
I don't want
100%.
any part of it.
Yeah, me either. Clearly.
I think that's why you and I connect so well.
100%. Yes.
I think we're the same.
Yeah, it actually would be scary if I didn't have kids, what you and I might get into.
Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah, I don't have kids, and I'll keep those stories to. No, just kidding.
Exactly.
Well, that's cool. Well, we're glad that you decided to move to Denver because, I mean, you and I have tons of mutual friends. You've gotten to know so many people here. You've also gotten involved in Entrepreneurs Organization. How long ago was that?
Yeah, so I've been at EO now about 1.5 years, 2 years, coming up on 2 years. An entrepreneur organization, it's an amazing organization here in Denver, but also worldwide. It's they offer a ton of, really life-changing events in the community that you build, the groups that you talk to. As you know, obviously, running your organization, it's lonely, right? Mm-hmm. There's times where you're like, is anybody else experiencing this? And you just want someone else to talk to. And EO gives you an opportunity to do that, right? Yeah. Regardless of what industry you're in, regardless of how big you are, you tend to have very similar challenges, and also things that you want to celebrate, right? That you don't necessarily go screaming from Union Station. Yeah. So it's been a great organization. I've learned a ton from the people in my forum, and then also from the events that I've been able to participate in.
Yeah, I was involved with them for 3 years or so, about 3 years ago. So we just missed each other.
Yeah. You should join again and come hang out with my forum.
Totally. Oh my God, when one of my when my current side hustle gets to that revenue growth, where I will qualify again, I will definitely rejoin with under that company. Can't wait, actually. So involved in EO, and I know you're involved in a ton in the business community. That's why you've gotten to know so many people so quickly. Let's talk about this investment company. When did you decide, hey, let's go, pool some money and go support other women-owned businesses?
It's a great question, and as many people know, the capital opportunities for women-owned businesses, they tend to be far less than other individuals. And the more I was trying to raise money for, actually not even raise money, but go get funds to do an acquisition and then to buy out a business partner and to look at other ways to help the company grow, the more and more I saw the discrimination and the lack of funds available and just horrific conversations that I might need a couple of glasses of wine to talk about. But I realized that I could have an impact, and there was an opportunity for me to give back to other women-owned businesses. And so our COO, Sarah Jolly, and I decided that we would found a company together. So we started What's Possible. We believe that if you focus on what's possible versus what's in the way, a lot of really cool shit happens. So we came up with a name literally from our mantra.
That's awesome.
And we pooled money together and decided that we would start to look at women-owned companies. And so our first investment was a local single-serve wine company run by Dana Spalding called Wander and Ivy. Just a tremendous entrepreneur doing amazing things. And we've since gotten into working with other tech entrepreneurs that are females. We've gotten into helping a company build a software, taking their services firm to a software firm, and then we're also looking constantly at just other ways that we can make an impact. And sometimes that's through advisory services, which can or can't equate to equity. And then others, it's just funding. And we're just sort of silent partners, which it's been really amazing. And the community that's rallied around some of these female entrepreneurs has just been a lot of fun.
Yeah. Are there certain criteria that you guys look for? Like how do people find you to ask for money? And what kind of criteria do you tend to kind of look for?
It's a good question. So far, the universe has provided all of the people asking for money that we could bargain for.
Yeah.
But it's really, really strong female entrepreneurs that are passionate about whatever they're starting. I know the most about the tech space. I've been in the tech space my entire career. Sarah's got just a tremendous background in finance and operations, and so from a strategic growth perspective, her and I together really make up an entire exec team, which has been really cool. So we've sought out organizations that they may know their business, but don't necessarily know how to run and scale a company. And that is what I'm really good at, and I know that. So I think there's those types of organizations we tend to look for.
So more of a culture fit.
Absolutely.
And a passion and in an industry that you kind of maybe not know, but like believe in.
Believe in, yeah. And that I can see a path for growth, right? Regardless of where they're at right now, that there's an opportunity for them to take this to a level that they never thought was possible.
Cool, that's great.
Yeah. It's been fun.
And then do you want to talk about the software company?
Sure, yeah.
Literally just learned about this.
Yeah, I know.
So cool.
I sort of dropped these nuggets. Software company, I'm a co-founder, so there's 3 of us. Sarah also is a co-founder, and another woman by the name of Cynthia Delaria, who's just the 3 of us have a very different backgrounds, and Cynthia is a tech entrepreneur. She's been in tech business for a while, and really the platform is intended to support SaaS-based entrepreneurs, idea entrepreneurs, tech-based entrepreneurs that want a path to an MVP, want a path to looking at product market fit, looking at product validation and cost validation. And we really want to flip the VC community on its head, right? And traditionally, 9 out of 10 VC adventures fail. And, we just believe that there's another way. Part of it is that, of the organizations that do get funding, 42% of them say that product market fit is the reason that they failed. Basically, the market doesn't want what they have when they have it, or doesn't like the price point, or doesn't like the service base. And so we're really giving them an opportunity to vet that out and to go through all of those learning experiences without spending $500,000 trying to find a developer and get a product to market that ultimately the market doesn't want. So it's
is the software,
a really cool opportunity.
Yeah. Is the software going to help them analyze
Absolutely.
that sort of thing?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, so test and validate the market, analyze their idea, look through pricing, create pro formas, look at MVP cost, all of that.
Yeah.
As a step-by-step, right? A lot of new entrepreneurs say, okay, I got this great idea, now what?
Yeah.
Well, Precursor solves the now what.
Yeah. Oh my God. So VCs would basically use this tool to help do what they do.
Exactly. To help vet deals, right? Our goal is that VCs will look at the Precursor score and the score itself, right? Not even the entrepreneur. Also, this will help with leveling the playing field and really just, hey, if it's a viable product, then it will get investment.
And I can even see like the company themselves, like the idea person themselves using this tool to like prepare for a capital raise.
Absolutely.
Because I've never raised capital in the sense that like a tech company does to grow. I don't know what I don't know when it comes to that stuff. So, hey, I'm going to go to, use your technology to do that.
Exactly.
Prepare myself to do that.
Exactly.
Oh, that's killer.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're excited about it.
Is there anything like that in the market right now?
Not really, right? You've got a few competitors like startup.com and, there's LinkedIn groups, there's individual consultants, right? There's a lot of startup consultants.
Sell their time.
Yep, sell their time. But most idea entrepreneurs can't afford a $15,000 or $20,000 consultant to help them. So this is a way to reach a much broader audience and to bring opportunities in, get them vetted, help them through the process, and then hopefully they take it to market.
It's killer. Wow. Where are you at in that process? Do you have a developer on board?
Yeah, so one of our Cynthia, our co-founder, is a developer. We've got a few other developers, and we're doing our own, right? We're eating our own dog food, and that we're doing our own product market validation and pricing, and we should launch in September.
Oh my God, super quick.
Yeah.
That's great. Wow. Do you need any help, like anything? Is anything missing in your development of that? What's been challenging?
We're raising money, right? So it's also a part of we're raising funds to continue to put dollars into advertising and into brand, into development, into really being able to have it be a really steady, stable platform. There's a lot that goes into it. We're also bringing machine learning and AI into the platform, where it's not just it's not a personal opinion of how well your idea is going to do. It's a market-driven score, which would include things from like Crunchbase, things like that would help validate the idea. So there's a lot of development requirements, and so we're raising money to continue to push the product forward.
Okay. So with you have a ton of just positive shit going on. It's awesome. With Point Solutions Group, with the investment fund, with this new software project, have you encountered any challenges that you were like, holy shit, I didn't realize this is going to happen. I got to navigate this now. Because I know running a business is not, sometimes it's really shitty, right?
Yeah.
So I know it's not all roses and...
No, running business is not all roses. I mean, we've definitely had some challenges throughout 2020. Very, very fortunate. Point Solutions Group grew significantly. But we were also in the middle of trying to do an acquisition, and we were trying to buy out my business partner, and funding for that, and transitions in a pandemic with an acquisition was really challenging. Trying to do transitions over Zoom versus face-to-face meetings meeting multiple people with the company that we were acquiring was really challenging. And we've had a couple steps back with the acquisition. We had anticipated just marching in and selling services to the acquired clients, and it's not ended up that way, right? We're having to kind of crawl and fight and scratch and almost reintroduce who we are now that we can have face-to-face meetings, because Zoom did not transition or translate into successful transitions from an acquisition standpoint. It was very challenging. I learned a lot about how to transition in an acquisition successfully.
Wow, that's crazy. How about anything else related, like outside of just running operations or scaling that company, like any growing pains, anything like that? Yeah,
we have lots of growing pains. Right now, really, it's hiring. I mean, the talent market in tech is really, really competitive. And then the talent market in defense and intelligence contracting, where we have top secret with SCI clearances, it's even more competitive, right?
Totally.
I mean, the amount of counteroffers that I have seen at just absolutely ridiculous prices make me want to go back and be a developer with a clearance, which anybody that knows me knows that would be an absolutely horrific idea. But hiring and really scaling, I mean, we could double the company right now if we had the talent pool, and we just don't. Yeah, so that's a constant challenge for us.
What do you do to handle that? I know that's a challenge across like many industries. Luckily, Denver attracts so many people that move here, and a lot of people that move here are educated. So that's why a lot of companies are attracted to moving to Denver. Like what kind of things have you guys tried to do? And if you don't want to tell your trade secrets, that's totally fine.
No trade secrets. We've tried. We've got a big veteran push, so we try to bring veterans, either those that are retiring out of the military, those that are transitioning into civil service. Obviously, they can hold clearances, which makes our life a lot easier from that standpoint. We've done some kind of, I guess, national recruitment because it's Denver, right? We also operate in 9 states, and because of the pandemic, right, our clients now know that we don't have to sit in their face to be successful. And so that's obviously opened up the pool for us, but it's also opened up the pool for everyone else that does what we do. And so we've done some different things along the lines of retention strategies internally. And we have an amazing talent acquisition team internal, and there's just so much volume right now. We just can't keep up. But it's been an interesting, fun challenge for me, knowing that I know the sales and recruitment side of things. This has been one that I just haven't quite figured out yet.
Yeah, that is, I know everyone is just, it's top of mind for everyone. How the heck do I hire people? Some industries are just like getting buried because of COVID and all this stuff. Thankfully, we're coming out of this now. but it's been really challenging. But some industries like yours have really benefited, I think, from, everyone being forced to go remote, and everyone needs help with that. So I know it's a common challenge. So that's kind of why I wanted to ask.
Yeah, it is. And I think it's going to continue to be a challenge
Yeah.
with more and more companies needing technical talent, more and more companies needing resources to continue to aid in the shift of, remote work, whatever
Yeah.
that means. I was hoping I could just, land in Hawaii somewhere and work. But I think a lot of companies are going to continue. I know. I don't know. Maybe at that point I'll start like a surfing company. Who knows?
Right.
But I think, the big advantage that we do have is that I think individuals are looking for smaller companies where they can really make a mark.
Yeah.
And that's
okay.
been a tremendous advantage for us from a recruitment standpoint.
Okay, nice. Is there, to that point, is there a target customer on the Point Solutions Group side that really fits well with you guys? You've mentioned some industries. Is there size criteria? Any target that you have your salespeople go, this is who you need to go find?
Yeah, I think, not necessarily a size or an industry. Really the big thing is change. So if they're expanding, if they're consolidating systems, if they're moving technology, we've done a decent amount with merger and acquisition, right, where you're looking to integrate multiple systems.
Oh, yeah.
And then, we do a lot of work with software companies where they're tremendous at developing their application, but need support in creating an infrastructure and a security practice that allow them to scale.
Yeah.
And that's really where we're a best fit. And so we work with large financial services companies all the way down to, Series A, Series B software companies that just have an opportunity to explode. And we're helping set the foundation for them for that continued growth.
Yeah. Well, I know the mergers and acquisitions market is like on fire right now and will continue to be so.
It is red hot.
More growth for you.
I think most of us are trying to figure out where is all this money coming from.
Seriously.
It's wild.
I know, it's crazy. Well, there's also a lot of money sitting on the sidelines waiting for the shoe to drop on commercial real estate too, so people can come in and snatch buildings from banks or for pennies on the dollar if it happens, which I know a lot of people think the office market's going to really be impacted sometime in the next couple of years. Some don't, but
I think it's going to be a combination.
Yeah.
I think gone are the days where it's a hard requirement in certain aspects, but I think a lot of us missed it. A lot of us want to have that face time with coworkers or with clients,
Right.
And so I think we're going to continue from this point forward to see a hybrid business in office environment.
Totally. Yeah, and I think the saving grace for Denver, if a lot of companies that occupy office space, if they downsize by half or if they get rid of their office entirely, the saving grace for Denver is there's so much entrepreneurial energy here, so many companies moving here.
Yeah.
Hopefully all that office space gets backfilled with all that, but who knows? We'll see.
I think it will, and I think there's going to be sort of a shift, right? I think we're going to constantly see a bit of a pendulum, and then we're going to land in the middle somewhere, which will mean some sort of physical space, I think, for companies that had traditionally had it.
Yeah, that's cool. So outside of work, I know you mentioned that you actually work out a lot. That must be how you have so much energy all the time.
Yeah, either that or I expend some. I got to get some of it out, so I'm halfway tolerable for most people.
Yeah.
I do. I love to work out. I've been working out. I played sports in college, so I've been working out my entire life. It just makes me feel better, and I feel like I'm a better mom. I'm certainly a better wife, and hopefully I'm a better CEO when I'm in a good space, which I think exercise provides for me.
That's what exercise does for me too. Yeah. Keeps me in a good headspace so I can just be clear and energetic and everything.
Exactly. Good start to the day. I just get it all out, and then I'm ready to go.
Yeah. Do you do anything else outside of work? What do you do with the kiddos?
Yeah.
What kind of stuff do you guys do as a family?
Believe it or not, I jump on the trampoline a lot.
You guys have a trampoline?
Yeah, we got a trampoline.
Do you flip and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. So
I'm trying to figure out who likes it more, me or the kids.
Yeah.
I secretly, I'm like, no, it's just for the kids, but I think it's actually for me.
Wait, were you a gymnast in college? What was
I
your
was
sport?
not. I played softball.
Oh, cool.
But, I got to show the kids, what's up, right? So I got to do some flips and stuff as we go. I'll meet people at some point, and I'll probably have a cast because I was an idiot. But no, I love to be in the mountains. I'm starting to play a lot of golf, which I'm having a lot of fun with. It was my goal to take a couple Fridays and go play. So I played in a tournament last Friday, and I'm playing again in a couple weeks. So I'm really enjoying that. And in the winter, I've gotten back on my snowboard, and I'm hopefully going to get the kids into the mountains this winter. So
Sweet.
Yeah, we like to get away and have time for the family.
Nice. I had an epic pass this past season. Went up one time.
Yeah.
That was the most expensive ski day I've ever had in my life.
Yep, that's an expensive one. I got up way more times than that, and I did not have an epic pass, so we should have probably
Dang
switched.
it, we should have communicated.
I know, yeah. Fail on both of our parts.
But I just pre-ordered mine again, and so I just have to make it happen.
Commit to it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think that's my, in the mountains, that's my escape, right? It's the brain space. Same with the golf course, right? I don't look at my phone, and so it's a good thing for me.
Yeah. Well, it's cool too because a lot of people golf for business. We have the mountains here. We can actually ski for business too. I know that happens a lot. So
it's amazing.
It's awesome.
Can have all year golf and then ski.
Right. Exactly. Well, I want to wrap this by just asking a few rapid fire questions so listeners can get to know you more personally. Before I forget, how can people, listeners that are interested in learning more about Point Solutions Group for their company, find you? What's the best way to get in contact with you guys?
Yeah, so the company website is pointsolutionsus.com.
Okay.
We're all over LinkedIn. I'm all over LinkedIn. We also have an Instagram page at Point Solutions G. So anyway, all of my contact information is out there, so I'm happy to connect.
Sweet. And we'll post and tag all that stuff. So
Perfect.
And put links and everything when we post this. So cool. So rapid fire questions. These are going to be more personal. Are there any books that you've read that have been super inspiring or really impactful for you over the years?
Ooh, that's a good one.
And I'll actually lump like podcasts in there too.
Yeah, I mean, 5 Dysfunctions of a Team was one of the ones I read early on, and it was just tremendous. I was a young leader, and that book made a huge impact on me. I've recently, I read Matthew McConaughey's book, which Green Lights. It was great and not what I expected at all, which was kind of fun.
Is that a new book?
Yeah.
No wonder he's been all over YouTube.
Yeah,
and
he's everywhere.
Okay.
I don't read a ton, which is one of the things that I want to continue to do. But I would say those two have had a big impact.
What's Green Lights about?
It's his own,
His story.
yeah, his story, his book, his background. Just tremendous individual.
All right.
Yeah, he only says that a few times in the book.
I'll bet.
Yeah.
That guy's awesome. Do you have a morning routine that you stick to?
I do.
Or try
Yeah. So 5 a.m. Well, actually 4:57. Alarm goes on the bike, either doing a ride or a boot camp. Stretch, get some coffee, and then I wait for my kids to get up. So I spend at least a half an hour with them before I head in.
Awesome. Why 4:57?
Because I don't like even numbers, and I don't like zeros and fives.
Oh my
and this
gosh.
has been something for my whole life, that alarms are at wild times, numbers are weird. I got a thing with numbers. So.
Oh my gosh. You might be as OCD as I am.
Yeah, 11 is
in a different way, but no.
11's a big one. 11 is the number I see often everywhere. It was my number in college, and so that's sort of my guiding
cool.
light is when I see 11.
I see 11:11 on the clock a lot. And so,
I do as well. That's a good thing.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
Yeah.
I always like, whenever I see that, which often is twice a day, I like stop whatever I'm doing and I get like just present to gratitude. Like, thank you for
It's the best
universe,
way.
for
Yep.
my life and all the cool shit happening.
Yeah, it's the universe for me just continuing to tell me to keep going.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice. That's great. Let's see. You're in the tech industry. What's your favorite technology that you use? Could be a device or an app or a type of software.
That's a really good question. I have a love-hate relationship with technology, being in it. I think I rely most on some of our internal systems. We're HubSpot users, which is an amazing technology. I've been searching a long time for a decent CRM, and they're great. They do a really good job.
Do you use the enterprise version of
We do.
that? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
And then, I think really for me, it's Slack. I think Slack's been one of the biggest wins for us from an implementation standpoint. Just the level of communication within the organization over the last couple of years has significantly increased. So that's probably my favorite right now.
Yeah, and your workforce, your team is, you guys are all over the place, right?
Yeah,
You're
we
super
operate
remote.
in 9 states. So
Okay,
we're
so you
all
use
over.
Slack as the bridge to kind of communicate.
Major communication tool.
Oh, that's cool. And then on HubSpot,
Yeah.
what's your favorite feature of the enterprise version? Is it you built your whole sales channel?
Sales channel, follow-up process, tasks. I just think it does an amazing job of predicting activity and helping you as a salesperson, right, and as the owner of the company, continuing to stay on top of the people that I want to reach out to.
Cool, nice. Yeah, just the pinging, the constant. Hey, don't forget to do this. But then there's a lot of automation that you can build too, where stuff just
follow
happens.
up. Yeah, it's awesome.
That's cool. Okay. And then last question, and if you've heard, or I know the listeners know, the last question I always ask is, what is your superpower?
My energy is my superpower.
I could have told you that. No.
People connect to the energy that I bring to situations, and I think it's allowed. I really just connect with people through it. I feel things through it. It's my gut response. It's just the energy really is a guide. When people think that I've absolutely lost my mind, my energy to things, I think, will lead me in the right direction.
Yeah. So you're not just talking about your energy to keep going. You're also getting I'm hearing energy of us and connection and stuff like that.
And I know real quick whether it's good or it's not good. I know real quick whether it's somebody that I need to be around and what I need to dig in further. And it's a feel and a transition and transfer of energy that just continues to lead me to the right people.
Oh, cool. I love that answer. That's very cool. Awesome. Well, this was a fun conversation.
Yeah, thank you for having me. As always, you're amazing.
Yeah, no, I think the same of you. You're amazing. Well, thanks for doing this. And let's go drink some wine.
Sounds awesome.
All right. Talk to you soon.